Alrighty, welcome back. It's been a while. It's been a while for me, at least. You guys survived that little bump in the night attack by all those blind wolves. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, that was funny. And from where we last left off after that, you guys found a little facility in the snow, and you had to deal with Andre 3.
Of Andre the Third.
Yep. So we'll pick up.
Well, part of him at least.
Yep, a part of Andre 3. Audrey. There after that whole traumatic experience. So after that whole experience, we're just gonna say you're in the central chamber of that little, of this little facility. You guys already went as far as you guys can upstairs. You guys ventured as far as you guys wanted to in the downstairs section, and you guys did not travel. And after you guys had to deal with Audrey the Third, you guys did not go back to where Veckham explored. So we'll pick up from there. It's the same day. Probably about 2 hours after that event, you guys are probably just sitting there mending wounds and all that other stuff during that time. In that time, nothing has really happened, or no sounds been coming from the interior walls of the facility. It's just been mainly quiet so far.
Oof. I can't tell whether that's more scary than actual noise or what.
You still have had the humming and buzzing of like the sentinel, of the collector sentinels, and the constructors and all the other little Forerunner techie bits everywhere.
Sure.
So we'll start with from there. And there we go. Hello, Carson. I'll just add you guys to the turn order. So we'll begin the turn order with Crodicius. We'll start off with you in this little escapade. What have you been doing since then?
Cordicius has been. Sorry. Cordicius has probably been occasionally picking his fur to make sure
Hey.
him or whatever. He's been doing just because it's a major pain in the ass.
Yeah, you got
Dave.
you got all of it out as you can, but it still has a weird funky smell to it, more so than usual.
I'm gonna have to take a bath when I get back on the ship.
Yeah, brute smell, but there's a funk on you. So, what I've been doing. Buggo has been still mending his wounds. I'll roll toughness for him. See how well he redeemed his wounds. And when he comes back. If I remember correctly, his toughness value was... Shoot, I actually did take a double check on his toughness value. So I can do that for him. In the meantime, we'll go on to Saren. What has she been doing up to this point? As I can explain, you guys found this facility, you guys went upstairs, you guys found like the weird... this is some sort of weird like area that's been studying biology of like nature of plants and stuff, especially these weird fungus type stalks, and apparently a mutated version of them which is sentient to an extent.
All right. Sorry, I was just finishing up something.
It's okay.
Okay.
Hey, guys.
Sheet. Hello.
Also, I'm gonna need to turn you up because you are quiet.
Yeah, I'm speaking
Me?
quietly today.
No, just Atero.
Yeah,
Oh.
speaking very
Very
quietly
good,
today.
man.
I am flabbergasted today. Oh, that's his toughness. So, yeah. Alright, he'll get that back eventually. So, yeah. He's in the corner, still picking at his fur, still got that weird smell of plant. In the corner, in the other corner, the central atrium spire thing that looks like one of the CE rooms from Assault and Control Room. like it's not like the stereotypical one. It's actually got like more. It's got pillars and ornaments everywhere. He's up against that, and you see Sumter's been treating him. Grunt, you're also just kind of shivering around, just like still trying to get warm. So that's what you see around you, Saren.
Mhm. Well, I think. So how far have we gotten since there? Okay, we've made a fair bit of progress, but not too much. Have we found any structures?
You guys are in the only structure you guys have found.
Mm. Well, I'm really sorry that I don't know a lot of what's going on right now because I
Yeah, that's all right.
wasn't able
Oh,
to get
no,
into last few
fine.
sessions.
So to fill you in, you guys have been traveling for essentially 2 days to get up here after Cordicius found a glint in the snow. So it's just mainly been a barren wasteland until you guys found this place. And this place is a fairly large facility, probably like 4 human stories tall.
How wide is it?
It's it's about you from the outside it seems smaller because it was like a surface layer, but it's clear that this thing embeds into like the weird snowy hilltop mountain that it is. It's probably and some of it clearly goes underground, while some of it clearly extends into the back of the snow and ice. While the pillars up top go, like I said, how high they were. So on the outside, it looks like about half a mile, but clearly, as you guys have been exploring further into it, the actual like width and length of it's clearly a bit more.
Okay. Well, supply check. What do we have right now? This is mostly for you guys, Gigan, Lily, Rusty.
So
I
Buggles
pretty much have the same thing as I have last time since I haven't done anything and I missed 2 sessions.
yeah.
One I was sick and then the other I overslept.
Right.
So yeah, I've been mostly controlling you guys. So Lily, you lost about 11 rounds in your needle rifle
Motherfucker!
because you were shooting at a lot of blind wolves.
I would have rather stabbed them
True.
Mm.
Besides
because
that,
it's a waste of ammunition.
they were bad. They were horrible.
There's lots of them.
Besides that, the only thing you really gained is what Cordicius can tell you guys right now.
Yeah. I'm sorry, did I cut out when I was mentioning the air belt type thing, or
The what?
if not, that's saying the only structure that Cordicius found inside the facility was what appeared to be a bit like a factory line. I think you were mentioning
Oh yes,
how
you guys found that
thing
Yeah, you guys.
happened, and then I'm pretty sure that was how the collector drones were made, but I couldn't discern it because the skill wasn't high enough. But that's about it, other than the plants and
The only thing you
that the
guys
engineer could probably
really
read.
gained during this whole adventure was like about 150 pounds of frozen meat.
At least we won't starve. For 2 days.
Oh, unless we make a fire.
No, proper refrigeration. Right. Oh, we're in the freezing fucking cold. Still a tiny bit miffed about getting pushed into that shit.
Yeah, but at least you guys are now in a warm Forerunner facility.
It's more likely to die
True.
in
So
our sleep.
yeah, you guys. Yeah, so only Crodicius, Buggo, and Vecum were the ones who dealt with that whole thing near the end. The rest of you guys never even saw what the hell what they saw. Sauron saw some of it, but not a lot when I was controlling her. So you guys know this is some sort of bio facility. It's like I said, they're working with plants here and a lot of other like biometric stuff. There's trees, there's biodomes full of plants and other little flora. And from what Sauron saw, you saw they had weird fungus plant stock things that were moving. But besides that, you just saw them behind a glass and were really small and inconvenient. So Cordicius, Vecum, and Jumbo, you guys saw a whole room full of those damn things, and one of them was really big, and it was vicious.
Did it do a heckin' scream?
Oh, it shrieked.
Probably would have. Yeah, it shrieked when I stabbed it like 30 times.
Good, Anakin, good.
A vile scream that is still shrieking into your ears after 2 hours later. So yes, to continue on from that, you guys didn't explore much of the facility. You guys went up about to the second story of this place last time. You guys didn't go further up, and you guys did not venture past that room since Vecum went into there, the central one with that one. And you guys did not go down, and you guys only went down to the of that weird stairwell ramp thing in the dark. To the further ones. So you guys have explored the green hallway and the red, and you guys are, and that giant going, especially attacked by Audrey 3.
Yeah. They explore upwards, given how this plant thing, probably isn't right now, would probably be paramount, just so we get a lay of the land, so to speak. Am I just the only one seeing black here?
You guys scroll down, I remember.
Oh yeah, shit. Right. Forgot about that.
Yeah. Jimbo and Sumter chime in. Sumter chimes in. He's not gonna. He's because he literally got attacked by giant dogs still. And he was also frozen unconscious for like about a long time.
Hmm.
Yeah. Gigan,
So-
you're warmed up.
Have we skinned and
Still a bunch of pile of corpses where you guys left them. Curtis has been carrying all the meat in his bag.
Yeah. Flying like 150 pounds.
Big boy.
Yeah,
So if we could make a fire, then you might be able to actually eat it.
Sauron sets down a stove, like a
all right, the stove.
Odysseus would. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry, it's my fault.
No, I was just gonna say, Curtis grabbed a hunk of the blind wolf meat and offer to hand it to her.
She grabs a canister from her belt. It's like a gas can, what it looks like, almost. And she pours what you can easily tell is water into the stove before turning it on and cooking it. She'll be doing that while everyone else figures a plan. Maybe a snack. She hasn't had anything yet.
Yeah, you guys did not really start off the last day very well. You guys didn't eat at all. You guys just tried to conserve rations and just went forward.
Yeah.
You guys are feeling pretty peckish right about now.
Food is for the weak.
So So as it's cooking, it's standard meat fare. It's really tough muscle meat too. This animal was meant to hunt, so it's gonna take a while for that to cook.
You could beat the meat a little.
Jesus.
Can I see how well my character cooks it with survival?
Yeah, go ahead.
Will there be any modifier in this?
No, just regular survival.
Just seeing whether it's shit or decent.
Yeah.
It's.
You kind of burned it a bit. Uh,
Here.
yeah, the water soaks in a little too much, so it's a little too wet.
Oh no,
It's-
the water's the fuel.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, you're boiling the meat. I see.
No, the water is fuel.
Fancy.
How the fuck?
The portable stove is.
Fusion.
I couldn't question it.
What's the question?
Like, I'm thinking of a camping type stove.
It's like a camping
Imagining
stove,
that.
yeah.
Okay, I was just curious. That's all. All right,
And
cool.
yeah, the meat is burnt slightly, and it's kind of sticking to the pan as its weird muscle juices and fat are burnt off. So while she's doing that, Carson,
Yeah.
our actual chef, what are you doing?
Nothing much. Just sitting near a wall.
Alright. So Buggo is like next to the wall you're on. So he's just kind of like he's still looking semi-dazed because he was literally unconscious and frozen for a good amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like looking at you like all weirdy-eyed too.
So like a normal drone, right?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Just more feral, I guess you can say in a way,
Mm.
or stoned, if anything.
Stop.
Yeah, it's got those weird eyes,
Yeah.
All right. Neck mum. Your feral Tavawin is trying to cook meat and somewhat failing at it. Buggo is essentially stone, and Crossdicius looks like he's trying to plan something in the thinker pose. I'll say in my head.
Hey, as long as I don't have to fucking jump through any more goddamn gates, I think I'll be on board.
Then we'll
And maybe if you're lucky, next time it will be a beach instead of a.
Maybe next time I get to stay on the other side of the portal.
Alright, we'll circle back to Crodicius. So, you got your bag of meat. Also, I forgot to mention, you're still carrying that deactivated collector drone.
Oh yeah, I think I stuck it in between my armpit.
Yeah, you dropped down on the floor as soon as you heard Vecum, fighting. So it's, somewhere on the
Gotcha.
floor somewhere.
Odysseus would attempt to. He could show the group it in how take a look at this thing because our storage room full.
Alright, roll me a perception.
It'd probably be good to know.
To try and find it again, I'll give you a +30 advantage with it.
+3. Okay, give me a second.
30, yeah. It's a pretty well lit room, and you remember clearly what it would be.
Yeah, it passed with a +30.
Alright. Yeah, you find it where you left it off. When you dropped it, its legs kind of splayed out a bit, but it's still fully intact.
Courtesy would pick it up within viewing distance of the stove. Produce any visible heat ever. open flame is, I guess, is what I'm trying to ask if it produces.
I'm sure it is in some way.
But in such a way that anybody in the group could see it, and then go on to explain that an entire room filled with these things, particularly skilled, and he would like it to activate it. Be useful for scouting, possibly.
Vecco nods no. Sumter says he's just a medic. Buggo is still out of it. The Haragok kind of looks at it a little bit weirdly. What are the rest of the characters doing about this?
I don't know the odds or ends of that thing, so I'm no real use.
Alright, we'll go back to Saren. Saren, you're done cooking the meat and job with it.
It's decent. She's gonna slice it up a bit and portion it off to everyone else. Of course, a little bit less to the grunt.
Already, I see.
She's been bullying it for a while.
I thought the brutes were the bullies. Damn.
You missed that up. You missed that session.
Yeah, I know. It sounds.
You should have saw what happened near the end. That was fucking hysterical.
I don't even remember what happened near the end.
You guys went to prom in that, remember, Lily?
Yeah, but I don't remember it being anything memorable.
Graph ball?
That, I meant the ending.
Oh. Oh, well, besides the chicken nugget part. Yeah.
Chicken nuggets.
I heard some grunts were shoved into lockers. That's all I need to know.
Only one person found one out of what, 9?
There were 9. And
Out of
one them-
million.
there were 9. You guys found one of them. Anyways, back on topic.
So, from what I'm hearing, there is inside of this facility a vine thing. Or was I hearing very wrong?
Curtis? Yeah, Curtis would stand up and kind of spread his arms out as wide as he can, and he would go on to describe how large this was, as well as its stuff. Basically, he's trying to show her how sheer size of a part of this thing. Probably it was wrap around Beckham's waist with a relative ease. I want to say it's your skin or whatever you like to call it was thick enough to the point where it took multiple stabbings to get it to I also want to mention that I don't think it has any resistant properties to bullets or my case, because I tried both and it seemed to recoil at either or.
Well, at least you can
Basically,
shoot it.
distinct organic is what I'm trying to say. I don't know if it's weak to flame, but that might be something worth.
Well, we don't have
in the
anything
future.
to set ablaze, do we?
Besides plasma weaponry? Not really.
Yeah, unless someone wants to make some kind of tail, then it's a no go.
Like a really small plant thing that kind of resembles what he was talking about, Saren. But besides that, you don't really know how big these things are, what exactly it looked like. It probably just looks like one of those plants, but bigger to you in your mind, essentially.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not the best at describing stuff, but I try.
Yeah, it's just, you know. Anyways,
Well,
did you?
what else did you think was in that facility? I've been outside the entire time.
What else? I'm sorry, you cut out. You asked what I thought was in the rest of the facility.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm
so
thinking that one, there's this creature thing. I would imagine there's some type of central hub because to me, this entire lake seemed to make sense to
still there,
have
Grunt.
a hub, and it just goes up and down. I feel like if we either explore that hallway where Veckham got attacked, or explore upwards, some more valuable information, or at least
So, do you think that this little bit here, and she points towards the plant outside, is connected to it? Because I want to see some.
an individual plant. He kind of looks up as if to think a hive mind, so to speak, because filled with them, they kind of interacted semi-independently to different sources of noise. Physical touching, like when some of the collector drones were outside of the case, it was kind of freaking out. I think they're a hive mind of sorts, but telling them unless you go towards the center or you observe them all at once, what I would say.
So, she's going to go over with her curved blade and attempt to cut off this plant from the stem.
All right. So the plants you currently see are probably down the hall that Vec. First time you see like the one plant, and then you see the big door behind that one plant. A lot. And behind that door, you hear a mass writhing of horrible noises.
She's gonna run right back out.
Yeah, so the noises
The
don't follow
hentai
you,
is
they fill
coming.
you. Yeah, they don't follow you, but you hear the noises getting lower and lower behind you before you run back. In your hand, you now have the stalk of the weird fungus-like plant thing. Like I said, it has a blue, like almost wood fungal stalk type thing, like the ones you would see in. It looks like one of those weird plants from Halo C that you can see, with like the bulbous thing on the end. So it's blue, a dark, kind of navy blue-like thing with hints of green on it and some like brownish blacks. And at the top of the stalk, there's a giant what you'd think is like a spore sac of some sort because it's bioluminescent. But it has like 3 of them, and as soon as you cut it, it instantly dampened. It is definitely organic. It's fungal and orchin. Sorry.
Did it bleed or did it
It definitely did bleed a viscous slime type of blood when you cut it.
She's going to try to hands just to hold on to it. She's going to stay relatively near the entrance so it's not too cold.
Yeah.
And that it freezes. And she's going to take off her faceplate and attempt to like smell it a bit.
It's funky, dude. It's real funky. It's sticky. It's horrible. It smells bad.
Is it like syrup consistency levels, or like a little bit less than that?
Maple syrup level.
Imagined.
Yeah.
She's going to take out her stove canteen and get her actual stove. And she's going to attempt to pour it in a bit and see what heat does to it.
It evaporates pretty quickly.
Oh, it just evaporates.
It like cooks up, it chars up, and then it bubbles up, and then like whatever the bubbles has, like the rest of it just slowly evaporates.
She would have stopped once she noticed it starting to evaporate. Of course, I'd leave it to evaporate for just a little bit, but what's it look like after it's been cooked a bit?
Well, it's kind of charred and still somewhat syrupy, but it actually smells quite nice now.
She's going to tend to have a bit, just a little bit in case it's poison.
It actually has a quite sweet taste to it now.
Alright. She's going to wait for a bit and leave the rest in her stove canteen while she goes on to speak. Well, I've found us a new bit of a food source if we want an alternative to meat.
You mean the meat that you fucked up?
Listen, it's not that bad.
Hey, just saying.
I'd like to see you do better.
Alright,
Roll survival intelligence,
fuck. What do I have to roll for that?
so you can actually cook it right.
Yeah, what exactly do I have to
Intelligence.
roll?
It's a survival intelligence, so just roll your intelligence.
Do you have survival trained?
Yeah, that's the thing. Do you have it?
No.
And then it's a negative 22 intelligence.
Right. Oop, I did the wrong.
I was
about to say! What's your intelligence minus 20?
18.
Alright, so you
Okay.
Hello. So yeah, they're having a
Hello.
cook-off. So it started off well, and then it essentially devolved to the same thing that she made.
It makes no sense why survival would be needed for cooking.
Well,
What?
If you mess up cooking a pufferfish, you're dead. So
yeah.
Yeah, but it's already you're not skinning it if it's already just meat.
So, survival is... It covers cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cooking is actually is an education you can get that is covered by survival.
Yep.
Still a bit bullshit, but oh well.
Yeah, so you did your best, and again, it ended up like hers, but you started off a little bit better than her.
I don't even know why I don't have the survival thing.
It wasn't in your pack. We'll get it. We'll get you it later. So
Later never comes.
I'll get you.
Don't worry. Bored. I mean, not bored, I meant busy.
Yeah. Fuck chemistry. Anyways. Grunts, to your back. You see Lily try to cook, and then it did not work out well. So... Nignog, make me a perception check, please.
Ready?
oh boy,
100.
And Cordicius, you put down the drone, right?
I put down the drone. I was just showing it off to.
Alright.
Alright, got 10.
So out of the so you see that the Hiragaka's actually managed to get it online.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, he gets it online, and he kind of like looks at it, and he kind of just like keeps it in the corner for a little bit to himself.
I guess I could just go near to the engineer.
Alright, so as soon as you walk close to him, he's like, he kind of looks a little bit sporadic at you, and he looks back at the thing, and he eventually does like kind of, he presents it to you, the little, the little collector sentinel, as it's now back to life. You see the little thing on the floor, making its electronic noises and staring at you blankly with its blue little photoreceptor eye. And the Huragok makes its normal noises and such. And while this is happening, everyone else roll a perception to see if you guys can see this as well.
Any modifier?
I'll give you guys plus 10.
See
Yeah.
nothing.
I apparently see something if we have a plus 10.
Yeah, you have a plus 10.
So yeah, I see something then.
Yeah, you see that the grunt, the Huragok, and the little collector drone is now activated in the corner. You see that, like, you don't hear what... You hear the Huragok, but you don't really know exactly what, Huragok says. All you know is that he actually managed to turn on that drone. And it's not killing Gigan, so something good is happening.
Not killing him yet.
Nah. Motherfucker!
Always expect the worst.
I didn't carry any of the animal skins, right? We didn't have room for those.
Yeah, you guys didn't want to carry them last I checked.
Carry
Okay.
what, sorry?
No, I just had an idea to possibly.
Yeah, you guys left those bits behind.
Okay.
Left what?
No, it's all right.
The skins.
Oh.
You guys didn't want them, really. Or that's what I remember. There was a
Yeah, I
reason you
think
guys
that-
didn't take them. I don't know what it was.
I don't think we had the room, or I couldn't really carry them without.
Yeah, they weren't really
Going
warm
slower.
either.
Wait, that's not done.
Yeah, so at this he floats away with the little thing following behind him. And he taps you on the back, Odysseus.
This you should turn around, kind of like, wait a second, what? And literally just let me see if I could actually do this and rotate the damn thing. Give me a sec.
I would actually I'd flip you around like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, for some reason
Thank
can't
you.
do it. Yeah, there you are.
it's weird. Yeah, so he would just turn around and obviously he's taller than the engineer, so he would kind of do a double take, like, oh, who's tapped me on the back? The engineer, and then kind of look down and notice it was the Sentinel thing was activated. Nod, thank you, and hard to get online. Obviously, I don't think the engineer could speak, but someone could.
Yeah, it just kind of sits there looking at you while the Sentinel is, it instantly starts trying to scan everyone it saw. And, like the first time, it's trying to take a little piece of your fur.
Yeah, it's trying to take my slimy fur.
Of course it would.
Oh, it did that before. It just my fur wasn't slimy then.
Yeah, so
Is it trying to deep throat you or something?
Deep
I
throat.
zone out.
okay.
I zone out for 1 second and I hear something about a throat or something.
Oh god. No, it's not that.
Lord.
Not that. Not that at
That
all.
way.
Not in that way.
It's not trying to probe his throat.
No, it's trying to cut off a bit of his fur.
To satisfy its curiosity, Cordicius would just take his combat knife and little tiny little chunk of his own fur.
Alright, so it instantly takes it, it scans it, and as it's scanning it, it kind of just like digitizes, or like disintegrates in front of you, and it kind of starts looking around at everyone else. Eventually, it goes to Gigan. Gigan, it tries to take a sample of your blood.
Oh, not again, not again. And like try to move away from the drone.
Yeah. So eventually it starts getting closer and closer to you. And eventually everyone else can now hear its scampering legs clanging on the metal floor.
Oh boy.
As soon as you're like walking away, it gets distracted by Sauron, and it goes over to you, Sauron.
She stares directly at it.
It's trying to take a. It's trying to like reach for any like exposed skin to grab a quill of
There
yours.
is no exposed skin.
It's yeah, and it's just
In
looking
armor.
at. It's looking at like the.
Kind of a little bit exposed.
So it's like looking at the quills at your head, and it's just trying to like, make a motion at it.
What is this
This
thing?
Sorry.
So you've seen these before when you were an NPC, and you know it instantly wants to probably collect another quill of yours.
I was going to explain that to her.
She is very confused and doesn't do anything with it.
So because it can't reach, it shoots out a little beam from its like little photoreceptor.
She's going to kick it.
So it. Roll me a d10 to see how far you punt it across the room.
Yeet that bitch.
Okay, you punch it across the room and it goes clang on the wall. It's on its back like a freaking turtle, and it's just like. Grr, grr,
I was just-
grr, and it just
Fucking kicks the baby so goddamn hard.
I'm
okay.
sorry, you would have been a great kicker for soccer.
Half-ball, am I right?
Remember,
I agree.
Sauron has good fucking legs.
Oh god.
You like me all the time.
And yes, I'm going right back to that.
Yeah! Yeah!
No, no.
BRB.
Oh god.
Be right back.
Be right back. Oh god, we're bringing that one back, huh?
Oh boy,
Damn
yeah,
straight.
that's
Yeet that bitch.
All right, I have to get more artwork now.
you need the baby.
All right, yeah, no, you yeet that thing across, and it's like on its back, like scampering before it gets itself back up. It ignores you this time. It's going straight for Lily and trying to do the same with her now.
Can I just pick up my fucking needle rifle or something?
Sure.
No.
So yeah, it
Both
just
of the Kigyar are absolute assholes to this thing.
yeah, so it just kind of like looks at you, and it's trying to do the same little like photoreceptor scan beam thing from its eye at like your quills. What's this thing's range? Yeah, it tries to like it looks like it's trying to at least just cut off like a little shred of your quills just so it can just scan it.
Why me?
Because Sauron kicked it, now it's scared.
Now can I kick?
D10. Oh god. Yeah, no, it goes against the
I
wall
had
and it's
to.
just tired.
I had
It goes against the wall and it's just like it just says fuck.
Fucking punt it again.
Yeah, no, it just kind of says fuck it and it's going for a buggo and it just takes a little bit of his chitin.
A little bit of his chicken.
These chicken tendies.
Buggo does not like it and he just tries to grab at it, but
Goes
he looks
too-
too stoned.
to recognize it.
It tries to do something with Vecum and Sumter, but because they're heavily armored and have shields, it doesn't do shit to them.
I don't think he has shields, does he?
No, he already grabbed a bit of his fur.
Right.
No, I don't.
Oh,
See, I already
but
gave my
him,
first
yeah.
since I knew it was going to do that.
yeah. So besides that, it is now contempt with what it's got, and and it doesn't want to be kicked anymore. Before long, it kind of like beeps its eyes green, and it just kind of starts scampering back down the red hallway. And I'll say, Herogok's really interested in where.
I hope that wasn't. Hey, where are you going?
Ah.
What did it say?
It said, "I'm following it."
But where?
Cordicius suggests that we follow the
It is friend. It
to see
says.
where. He's suggesting we follow it to see where it drops off the information, because he was actually planning on asking for the tentacle bit that you cut off and seeing if it could scan it, thus leading it to the source of the Andre 3 out of character.
Well, my
Basically
character
uses
was doing
things as a
that, so
bloodhound.
So before it scampers off, he kind of picks it up with his tentacles and he trying to pick to you with it. He says it's friend.
is it like trying to walk away even though it's being held up in the air?
Yes.
I don't like what I was trying to do with that laser.
He says he was probably just trying to cut off a little piece of organic material for scanning, seeing as it scanned his organic material.
Is this just for cataloging purposes, or
I would imagine so. You seem pretty harmless.
He says he doesn't know, but probably.
do you know what it was doing with the material, with the information?
He says he does not know. He would have to access a terminal of some sort to figure out why.
Are you sure you can't access it?
He looks down at the little thing. It probably sent all of that information directly to some sort of terminal, seeing how it has very limited capabilities of its own.
Odysseus would finger in the air and exclaimed that he remembered seeing a terminal in that seemed filled with the those plant things.
Do you know where it was sending the information?
He just wants to say it was on the to the left alcove of the, you know. Well, out of character, it's been a session or two, so my memory is a bit foggy.
Yeah,
But
you guys
I
went
want
to the room and then you found that terminal in the lab.
that's the one I was thinking of. I knew I wasn't imagining that. He would suggest that we go there and have somebody guard Buggo so he could, recover. And yeah, it'd be good to see what the terminal says. The purpose of this play is other ways it could help us.
Do you know where?
Oh, but that terminal might be a good place to check. Like I said, I don't.
She's mostly
However,
asking
this
the
place-
Huragok here because
I was wondering if you.
it
I
would
was
have
wondering who
direct
you were
access.
asking.
Yeah, I was wondering too.
Yeah. So the Herogok says he doesn't really know. It has to be some sort of. It has to be related to where it's trying to go.
Could you access it?
If I follow this thing, yes.
Aren't there usually bits inside of machines to go and check where it's relaying, or
Yes, you are correct. So he starts tampering with it. So he kind of looks back with it. It is trying to access some sort of port or little vent where it can some sort of access vent that's small enough for it, and and from there it leads its data storage room embedded in the walls, which then leads up to a terminal room somewhere on the upper floors.
Did that just leave?
Being the protocols which he discovered when he was digging into it.
Okay, so it goes and finds a port to relay this information then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then... Do you know if it's through a safe passage?
It's probably for the room you guys went through already. Which was the red corridor through like the weird like nature habitat area.
Well, it can't get much worse, I suppose.
You say that now.
What the hell is that? Oh, it's a picture. Alright. So Vectum, Sumter are gonna stay behind and protect Buggo. Especially Vectum because he's also opt to just look after those two and protect the two. He's got enough firepower on his side to do it.
Also, I take it Sauron hasn't been feeling any adverse effects from the bootleg syrup she made.
No, it's actually you're still feeling pretty good actually.
Hmm. Let's
The
hope it's not very slow acting.
Yeah. Also, that little fungoid root thing. The wood has hardened now, and it's now more like actual wood.
Interesting. I wonder what I could do with that.
hmm It was hard to cut, but because it was still partially fleshy and partly wood, but otherwise now it's more like actual wood now. And that was just the stalk. You didn't cut its like smaller, like wiggling tentacle root things.
We have to try those later. She's going to walk over to the Hirogak and say, "All right, let's go through. Hopefully, we can get to the bottom of this."
So he puts down the little collector and he starts skittering towards that room you guys are adventured towards. Eventually, guys, you return to the habitat area. It is still lush. It is still oddly more earthy than ever, even though the facility you just came through was just really metal. Soil, sand, running water, trees growing, the whole shebang. You guys see
The whole 9 yards.
yeah. You guys see the actual like plant version of that blue fungoid thing you just saw? It's literally just an actual plant this time, and it's got actual like brown and black stalk. It's not moving. It just has the one bulb that's glowing faintly white, and it's just there stationary. Well, around you, you see a bunch of collector sentinels all skittering about, doing work, scanning, or just prodding plants. Unlike last time, they're not going to scan you or do anything like that because you guys already did that. And this one's just kind of going over. As you're following it, it goes into some tall grass. It's not too hard to follow as it is, compressing grass. Eventually, it does lead into. Eventually, it does go up to the wall, and it shoots out a little, I'd say, beam as a key, and it opens up a small little panel where it starts to walk through. Only it can really fit inside the panel. From there, the hierarchy, and it says it's probably going to send whatever information it found upstairs.
Can you perhaps try to intercept and see where it's
He looks around for, and he does something with it, and he says, "I can probably find where that room is." Yes.
All right. Well, hopefully we can figure out what the scanning's for. Considering I wouldn't expect this facility to. I want to figure out what this facility is for. What the Forerunners had in mind with it.
So he leads you guys towards the back end of the door, over like a small artificial river. And you guys do see one of those small little fungoid alive ones in the cage again. It's still there, it's still wiggling around, it's still blocked in its glass. Little case display thing. Let's see here. Alright, so I'll ask Nekmum now.
Hmm?
So Nekmum, you know, it feels weird to be back in, all of you guys feel this, it feels weird to be back in a nice actual earthen environment, a nice terranean environment, after being stuck in the cold, but, you know, it still feels odd knowing that this was just, like, the shield world was, like, you know, is capable for your minds to grasp that idea of the artificial world. Inside this facility, although, it feels weird knowing that you're in a metal building out in the cold, while you're in, like, a nice, essentially mini forest.
Hmm.
Some of these
It's
aspects do
basically a large hydroponics bay as far as Sauron's concerned.
Yeah. And from Nekmum's past, you really never got to experience anything like this before, knowing your merchant itself. So it feels weird to you. You've never been on any, like, harvester ships or anything like that.
Ah!
Hmm.
I
The
think
closest thing would be living on a fucking meteorite, or I believe it was.
it was an asteroid, essentially.
Yeah.
Who the hell?
Oh, so she is from home.
You're both from your home asteroid.
Actually, Sauron isn't.
Oh.
She's from somewhere else.
Oh, yes. Oh, Lily's from the actual home.
I thought I grew up on just a fucking, like, just a random asteroid somewhere.
Never mind, I am becoming stupider by the day. Okay, I'm retarded. So, yeah, you guys both came from an asteroid.
We're both from different places,
Probably close to home, but different asteroids in general. Felt like home, though. Anyways, you guys venture forth close. You guys walk up the stairs again before you guys enter the same area you guys were there before. The 3 doors that you guys met, that Credicius you see last time are still there. The drone room door is still open. You left that open. The 2 other doors were left closed, especially the one with especially the lab one. You made sure to leave that one closed. The Huragok looks around, like, almost a bit baffled, because he says it should be coming from somewhere up here. Or it should have went to somewhere up here, and it's not the... He's definitely not pointing towards the lab. He's oddly, like motioning his head somewhere.
To where?
He's looking at the ceiling, oddly enough.
Concern.
Do you think there's any way up?
Well, he floats up to the ceiling. He starts tapping around, but he's essentially utterly confused because it's coming from what he says. It should be on this floor, but there's no terminal for him to access unless the thing was built into the walls.
Or it's a floor above us. Just above us.
The problem, he says, is he goes up to the ramp that goes up to the last floor. He starts pointing towards, like, one of the walls. It should be, like, in between the flight of stairs. It would be somewhere around here, then. He points towards the wall.
That's strange.
Odysseus would suggest all to see if it's hollow or not. Because if you need to, you could possibly force the entrance in there. See what the hell problem is.
So, what are you gonna do? Because the first part did cut out for me.
Sorry. He was suggesting that if you needed to, you could tap the wall to see what part is hollow and what's not. That way, if you want to remove a panel or something to get in the inside, you can.
Says he's
If you
gonna
need
need
some,
hands are too soft.
she holds up her curved blade. Here. I was about to give this to you anyway, so you could check.
So he holds it with both of his. He uses two of his tentacles because he can't really get good grips on anything. He starts tapping away like he's holding it like a little sword kind of thing because it's really big to him. So he's like tapping away slightly, and eventually you guys do hear a hollow point somewhere. Cut, 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 cut.
Do you think there's something on the other end of that?
Probably some sort of access panel for the little drones, I assume.
Do you think there's any way we could take one of their beams and make use of it up there?
Not with. I would have to find a power supply to power it manually.
We could take one of the power supplies from one of the drones and use that.
He starts pondering like he's doing so like his little sacks behind him start like pulsating with like energy, which usually signifies he's doing some sort of calculations inside of him. He says, "Yes, please fetch me some of the ones from downstairs and then one of from the deactivated room."
Would Sauron know where that is?
Yeah, you passed it. It's the door is
Jesus.
open and there's a bunch of racks of these things, like all like nicely
Just
folded
stored from.
together.
He's gonna.
They're extremely heavy.
Well, she's gonna take one then.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all folded nicely, like like how B1 battle droids are in an MTT, like all like nicely folded together.
You probably only need one, don't you? She says she sets this big thing down.
A second one would be nice for the power supply.
Oh, can't you use this one's power supply?
They're both interconnected, so I would have to use a second one's power supply to power this one manually out of its systems.
Wait, then how would it use it anyway?
He starts jabbling on about this Forerunner technology system that you cannot understand. But he does. I'm gonna make him a roll to see how well he does on it. To see if he can do it with one. Oh yeah, no, he does it with one.
I'm pretty sure it has all the components you need.
So
I
he gives
mean-
the whack, and yeah, he says you were right.
More mechanical bits of,
Yeah. So
taking stuff.
he does a little. So he tells you to step back before he tells you to like grab it for him, and he makes like a little trigger for you to pull. Okay. He lines it
All
up.
right.
He does some calculations. He lines it up, and he tells you to pull it.
And she pulls it.
So if you ever seen like how the Skid Bladnir uses a key in Code Lyoko, it shoots out a beam and it does like a little central bit where it
Oh
opens
my
the
god,
panel.
Code Lyoko.
I've been binge watching that for like the last 3
Missed
weeks.
that show.
Nerd.
Fuck off!
Nerd.
Show.
It's great. Anyways, so it does that kind of thing, and it opens up. It's a small panel. It's a little bit bigger than the ones from the previous room, but it's still pretty goddamn tiny compared to all of you guys.
So this is on the ceiling, was it?
It's on the wall, like actual.
Oh, it's on the wall. How high up on the wall is it?
Not really high. It's about like chest high for you.
Sauron's gonna take a look inside that hole.
It's somewhat lit with like little like cables and like little blue lights, but not really that well lit. It's a dim light, really.
All right. So, is this where it's sending it then?
It would
She says as she steps away.
It would probably crawl inside this vent and go to wherever the terminal is inside this wall.
So it's sending it to a terminal inside of a wall?
It's probably some sort of a master terminal or some sort of master catalog.
Could you reach in there and check?
He is not big enough. He's too big to fit in there.
I mean, reach.
Oh, reach? Yeah, no, So you guys cannot see other side of it. It's too dark to see where it actually ends. There's no light at the end that signifies there's an opening. So he can't really reach his tentacles in there, or he can't reach too far in there.
How far does it look like it goes to Saren?
In the dim light, and then it makes a sharp left.
Okay, so how big is it? This hole?
So let me look at some stats right now to get a good reference point of this. Constructor Sentinel. So it's probably like the length, and it's probably like, Constructor Sentinel size.
A little bit bigger than probably.
You know,
So
you can't fit in it. Oh, you can somewhat slank your way in there, but not really too well.
that's kind of why I was asking, because how big is the Constructor Sentinel?
From height, there. Knowing how big a fucking regular Sentinel is, it's probably more akin to 5 foot, maybe, if we try to use that math. How tall is this? Height, 16 inches.
Okay, so 16 inches would
16.
be right there. So one of these 16 inches.
So
It
it's a
wouldn't
little
be
bit
an
taller than
amazing
that.
fit.
It would be probably around 18 inches, to be honest. 18
So
18 inches on both height, length, and width. Or not length, but height and width.
so what you're saying is there's
And
she's gonna grab her rope and tie it to one of her ankles. Right, I'm gonna leave the other end out here. If I can't get back out, please pull it.
he looks at the
And
rope
she's
and he kind of looks at it, and then he looks at you,
she's
Cordicius.
motioning for Cordicius to do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna be the anchor here.
All right. So she's gonna take off her duffel bag and she's gonna strip down her gear until she just has her needler
All
with
right.
whatever's in it.
So you strip down to like your undersuit, I guess. Is that what you're trying to say?
Does it not necessarily? She still has her it's pretty tight fitting to her, but
Yeah. So yeah, as you try and get in, your shoulder pieces are definitely getting in the way.
she's gonna strip down the arm pieces then.
So
I'm Samus now.
yeah, so most of your shoulder pieces didn't work. You try and get in. Some of your shin guards didn't help you too much either. Otherwise, without those, you fit. And okay, so how thick were you again? Was it gonna affect it?
God damn it! Well, according to my mom, not as, but also not
B.
incredibly so.
Oh God. All right. I don't know if where I should make. I don't know if where I should keep this joke going or not. Ugh. All right. Let me roll.
I'm trying to go through the tunnel, but my thighs are too dummy thick. Oh, fucking.
Let me roll my own
My
personal
chicken
roll.
tendies are too big.
Do I go? Do
I'm
I keep
sorry.
going with the roll? Do I keep playing along with the joke, or do I just call it a joke? No. Okay, no. I'm not.
All depends on the roll.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna use my real. I'm gonna use my real D10. My real D8.
The real D10. 20.
I was correct. Okay, real D8 says 7, so yes, we're playing along with it just a little bit. Not a lot though. Just a little bit. So yes, it is a little bit tight around the thighs.
Damn it.
But you can
Still make
squeeze
it though.
You can still squeeze in perfectly fine. just a little tight around there, but besides that, you're perfectly fine.
All right. She's gonna start crawling through and try to see where that bend, what's around that bend. So there are 15 meters of rope that she has.
All right. So you go down the first 8 meters, and then you turn. Turning is a little bit of a problem with the needler, though, because it's a really sharp turn, and your thighs are not helping there.
Just grabbed it in one of her hands and
All right.
slide it forward. And just have it in her hand.
All right. So with that, you go forward. Eventually, you go about another 5 meters, which is So eventually, you do find the end of where this thing leads. You arrive at a essentially dim room, a very dim room in the walls. It's not very well lit, and inside that room, you see like this giant, what can only be described as like a hexagonal sphere, in the ceiling. And on the ground, you see like all these little ports where a bunch of these drones are connected up to.
So I'm seeing a room with this giant sphere and many ports for the drones. Do you know what this sphere could be?
That is probably the main dialoguing or data cache that they're uploading everything to. He says just
And
try and
computer
find.
processor.
If he says if you can get up to the wall, please try and find something of interest to me, like another port or an exit.
She's gonna look for a door. Is there a door to this room?
You see a bunch of other smaller like vent ports, but no actual door.
Okay, so smaller vents, no doors. So this is one of the biggest entrances into this room.
They're all. I was going to say all the ports. I did not word that right. All the ports are the same size as that one port
Okay.
or one vent.
Unless you want to squeeze, there's no other entrance, but she's going to look around for a moment. Is it like a sheer drop down, or is the floor close?
Floor is close and solid. Yes.
She's going to get down there. Probably Cordyceus would feel the rope tug just a tiny bit now that she's at the end of it.
Yeah. You do indeed feel
Wrapped
that.
around your waist, or how's it set up?
She had it around her leg.
Okay. All right. I want to be sure.
So you're at the end of your rope, so you can only move like 2 meters. So the room is not very big at all. As you see around that ports or stuff, there are some like what you can. There's like these weird energy conduits going up to the sphere, and they're made of like hard light, not actual like or just light in general. They're not like physical cables or anything.
Well, I'm seeing weird hard light cables. I don't know what those would be for. I'm seeing many more ports for these drones and this. What I'm presuming to be. Well, from what I heard from you, it's the cache. I don't think I'm seeing much else. She says as she actually unhooks the cord from her ankle, or rather her shin.
This
Where
is
she
a mini heart attack.
All right.
Cordicius, don't pull the rope, please. I have disconnected it for a moment.
He thought you got attacked or some shit, but just nods, not that you could see him, and doesn't move the rope.
She's going to start stepping closer to the center, looking around to try to see if there's any holograms, any...
No hologram, so you can make me an investigation check.
let's see. Investigation check. in my for this. Okay, please be just minus 20. Yes. Any modifiers past the minus 20 for being untrained?
Nope, just that.
Well, I did it.
Oh wow, you actually did it. All right, so you find. So besides that, you see the cache isn't actually connected to the ceiling. It's actually slightly separated from the ceiling.
How big is this cache?
Uh, Probably about. Yeah, it's a large disco ball size, we'll say.
Large disco ball size.
Paco.
So what you're saying is, I could try to fit it back through.
Explain.
Disco balls are like around about a foot in diameter. Not diameter, but more so thinking about it. It'd be hard to get the size of it.
It's
But do you think it'd fit?
Probably depends. So you're trying to unthread this thing, is what you're trying to tell me, essentially.
Yes.
All right, so you would have to, actually leap onto this thing because it is fairly off the floor.
So wait, you said unthread this thing. Does it look like it's threaded, or does it look like it's just floating?
It's separated. You can't tell if it's threaded or floating or in place of or being held in place of something. You don't know. You just see like it's gap between. It's not actually connected to the ceiling at all. Not that you can see from that angle.
Well, time to explode. She's going to try to jump up and just grab it.
Knowing your agilities and your natural feats, it's pretty easy for you to do that automatically. So you get up there. It's kind of hard to hold on to because it's really smooth metal, but you hold on, pretty well because there's some grooves indented with each line of the, this thing. So you can hold on a decent amount. It's also not really. It's also because of the length of the room. You can easily if you back up against the wall.
Okay, so seeing that, she's going to attempt. So does it look like it's connected to anything from where she's at?
So when you look between the gap, it appears to be not connected to anything at all. But you do see a giant blue beam, in there, and it's going through a hole above it.
I'm seeing a blue beam. Is this some sort of relay, or is it the connection to the ceiling that it's floating under?
The Huragak chimes in, it must be a relay, meaning it should connect to some sort of terminal or access point.
If I disrupt this, will it do anything?
We could lose all the data or cut the connection to said terminal if we find it.
Well, as it looks, does it look like it goes through the connection goes through like a shaft, or does it go into?
It goes up a shaft, and if you can, and I'll say this: at the top of that small shaft, you see a really narrowed blue dot at the end, which probably means it's being transferred into some sort of energy form or actual calculated biographic form. Science form. Science. Yeah, I'm not today.
As I'm seeing, it goes up a bit and changes some other thing. I can't quite tell. Uh, do you know if there's any position above mine? Actually, do you have access to our BattleNet? I don't know if you do.
He's a living computer. He fully does.
All right, then it definitely has access to where Sovereign currently is.
It can hack
Um,
into you if it wants.
Above me, is there any sort of room that you might be able to navigate us to?
He says possibly not unless he gets data from somewhere to guide him, nor has anyone actually even explored up there yet.
Well, unless you want me to try to disconnect this, that's our next lead.
You said there were drones in there, right? Bring me one if you
There
can.
are many, yes.
Be careful. Who knows if they could if they could turn on us because of its disturbances, or we could cut the data flow by accident.
She's going to attempt to find a. So, are the drones like in the ports, or are they? Where are they? If there are any.
So there are these ports similar to like how they open the door. They're on like these little stand like pedestals things. They're there. Their legs are more folded up. Their bodies are more folded up, and they're pushing. And they have the beam on these focus points. And that's
All
probably
right.
how they're sending the data through.
So. Thinking just a moment. So, you want me to try to bring one of these back then?
If possible, unless that, or we can do it the hard way of finding it through.
All right. She's going to walk over to near where she came through and attempt to kind of move it just a tiny bit to see if it's physically connected to anything.
It's not really, but when you move it, the little beam turns red for a little while before you stop moving it.
The beam turned red. That is connected to. Does that mean anything?
It means it could cut off the flow of data.
Okay, then I hope that's
Either,
not too worrying.
depending on what it's transmitting, who knows?
Were there any identifying marks of the one that we came across on any of these?
Why, yes. You see one that's been scuffed on its back.
She's going to attempt to take that one.
Yeah, you can see your foot. Yeah, you can see your foot marker right there from your foot talons.
Well, she's going to attempt to carefully pick it up.
So when you pick it up, the beam turns red and it shuts off, and you see like the disco ball thing start flashing red for a second.
It just went red for a moment. Do you know if that means anything? Well, let's hope it doesn't corrupt anything. Or alert anything, or she's going to just start trying to go back through the hole.
Yeah. So while you're trying to carry this thing, it's still skittering and walking like it's trying to get back to it. So it's kind of weird to hold in the tunnel, because it's trying to constantly push out your face back through it, but you do make it out.
Alright, this is the one we went by earlier. She says she's kind of like blocking off the exit, and so can you try to figure out where that room is?
Yes. I would have to. The protocols should be fresh in its memory, so I could be able to follow it.
Alright, after that we can let it back through then.
So he tampers around with it, and he says, "Yeah, okay, I should know where it is." He lets it go.
Could you send that information over the BattleNet, please?
He kind of looks over. We don't have a physical map, but I can try. He says he gives you like a weird. He gives you essentially like this weird like hot cold meter thing. It will start beeping if it gets closer to the source.
Thanks, awfully helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, how big? I forgot how big a Kindler was.
They are Sangheli fist size, if I remember correctly.
Could it maybe fit around the edges of that beam?
Explain your idea. It could
Essentially, she's planning to map the area up there and then hopefully have it go around a bit to figure out if there's a either elevator, stairway, or there's such near that entrance.
Well, it is a Kindler, so its job is literally mapping.
Yep, that's exactly why.
Yeah, you can definitely do that if you want.
But will it fit? She's going to send it back through the area, but she's going to have it stop once it gets over there. And is it big enough that it could fit around the edges?
Of like the little focusing point of the beam?
Yeah.
So not really. Can't.
How fast does it go? Because I know them to go actually pretty quick, but, you know.
Fast enough.
Then she's just going to send it up through. It's going to be a minor disruption.
So
At least she can hope it's only a minor.
So it goes up to the beam, and it tries to fit through that weird focusing hole, but it's too big.
Okay.
Yeah, the focusing hole
She
is
recalls
literally
it.
meant for the size of the actual like beam, which is extremely thin.
Okay, just a tiny bit bigger than the beam. And, okay. So, she's going to recall it, and as she has that room mapped.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at the very least, we can try to find a way up.
So you guys still have the ramp. You guys can follow up to that floor. We'll move on with Cordicius now, since it's been a while. So Cordicius, that whole thing happened. The Urgok's still going to be leading the way. How have you been feeling and doing during all of this?
I
Caduceus?
wasn't sure if you
Yeah, it's your
were to
turn.
explain something else. Yeah, Echoey is the tunnel that she is in. Can I call out to her, or
She's already come out.
Okay, I want to be sure. I'm gonna hand her rope and then ask her if she found anything of note about the facility, or you just took the sphere thing. Disco ball, I think you described it as.
So, yeah, the Urgok chimes in and kind of explains to you, like,
Second.
trying to... Okay, hold on. Anyways, yeah, so if you're still there, so yeah, the Urgok kind of explains it to you. They're now trying to find essentially a terminal room, a terminal where information's being sent to. Nekmum, it's your turn now.
What are we doing?
So you saw Sauron squeeze into a vent, then come out of the vent, and then now you guys are going to be following up the Urgok essentially again.
Oh boy.
Okay.
So during this, they're kind of speaking Jarble, because Urgok is essentially Jarble to you. But the translator does do some work, so you can get some words out. Essentially, now you're still following the Urgok. No danger seems to be abide, and I'm just, yeah, it's your turn.
I don't see anything I can really do other than follow, as I have nothing to do.
I assume, Carson, you went with them, right?
I have been there.
Hmm. So you saw all that just happened. Your
Yeah,
stomach's still kind of acting funny
because
with the
because
burn.
I think I won because I got my thing back on me.
Yeah, your mic works.
Hello.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
your
can hear
mic
you.
Hello.
works.
By the way, how much methane do you have in that? Do you have the methane recharger with you?
Yes, you guys did
Uh,
take that with them.
I'm going to hope you took that with you.
Yeah, Veckham was carrying that. You guys brought it with you with Veckham, and at least we're kind of honking that around.
Yeah.
When in doubt, always trust your elites when they're NPCs.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're right. Beckham did grab it because
When they
he
tossed
said
him
he
in,
himself was going to.
he tossed it. He tossed him in. He probably tossed it in with himself as well. So we're assuming that. Actually, yeah, no, you're right. Anyways, so yeah, you do have your methane pack. You're still good for another 3 days. And right about now. Alright, so here's what happens currently. The Huragok, he kind of just like starts scampering off on his own already. He's going to follow that signal because he essentially has an actual like map in his brain, I guess you can say, to follow in a weird way. So he's going upstairs, and when you guys arrive upstairs, or I assume you guys arrive upstairs, correct?
Yeah, she's going to follow.
When you guys arrive upstairs, you guys feel a cold breeze up there, like extremely cold. And out from one of the other side of the room, you guys see a ramp that is covered in snow because there's an opening outside to there on that one. It's
Are
probably
we going to have to dig?
no, not really. We've arrived at the top of one of the pillars or towers, which should probably be this one. And he says we must find a door, some sort of terminal access for me to uplink into. So, so he's gonna be searching with his own perception.
All right.
That's what he's gonna be doing. He asks you guys to please help him in this endeavor. Nope, never mind. He passed.
Boom. So what? Oh.
Never mind. He didn't need your help at all. He literally found them the first try. Yeah. So he found it. He found a door, and he's like, "Why can't one of you please check it and see if it's safe?"
Boom. Boom.
Your magic
Saren
guy-
looks straight to the grunt.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, what you need?
There's a door that needs to be checked if it's safe.
Why not get the elites? They have the shields.
And they're downstairs.
All right.
You okay,
Yes, but
Rusty?
what if it could kill one of them? One of
Sorry,
the holy warriors
cut
of the
out.
of the Great Journey. Why would you want them to die in your stead?
Sorry, I didn't hear some of that. I believe you were describing part of the
Yeah.
snow.
You guys found a thing in there, and now you're following Huragok, and Huragok found a door. And now he's asking for one of you guys to go check if it's safe in there. And Grunt, you're being elected by against your will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rip.
What do you need?
Never mind.
Yeah, that's why I said rip.
Okay. So let's assume he replied in the grunt fashion. Anyways, Curtis, you see that's happening currently, with Saren trying to tell the grunt to go check the door to see if the door is clear of if anything nasty in there.
What's the grunt armed with a plasma pistol?
It's
He had a needler and
and
plasma
both.
pistol, I
Yeah, he
believe.
had both.
I'm gonna take out and offer to help check out the corner because he doesn't trust. Well, it's not like he doesn't trust the grunt, but there's behind. They need help.
Okay, you cut off a lot right there.
He's offering to help. He takes out his mauler and
Okay.
suggests that he helps the grunt investigate. And probably not going to have a great fighting chance.
All right.
Healer.
So
But that's the point of sending the grunt.
Yeah. We see his Rambo. So,
you are,
besides, he doesn't like putting people in harm.
wow, you're a real charismatic brute.
Yes, I am. I think the dump stat is charisma. It's
Okay.
I see. I have 19, fairly high for that's the way I like to play Cordicius.
You have 19 charisma.
Yeah.
I think it's very low still.
Mine is very, very low.
How low is yours again?
12.
Oh my god. You're telling me a brute's
She's
more
not-
charismatic than you?
Okay, so the way Saren talks is with her smarts, not like trying to sweet talk or coerce someone with
Yes, I do remember.
well placed.
During the pirate thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, the shotgun shells are flying everywhere. Yeah, you're right.
Sorry about that. It cut out for me again.
I'm just wondering who has
what
the
were y'all
highest
saying?
charisma in the group now.
It's probably
I have 19. I know I'm not going to be
Everyone
charming
has a
and
really low
anytime
charisma.
soon,
That's the
but,
one
Wait.
stat in this game everyone has super low.
I'm surprised.
All ugly as fuck.
Well, it's not that we're
I
ugly.
could
We
just
just
be
don't know how to
anybody else
fucking talk
making
to
me ugly.
people.
You're just antisocial bastards.
It's not necessarily that we're quite antisocial. It's that we're not very good at convincing people,
You're not very social people.
at
in
least
general.
through
Got 19
We're
charisma.
introverts.
Oh, you have the
all
same
of
as
us.
him.
Fuck.
So wait, I'm 19. What's the rest of y'all?
12.
Oh, I thought I would have the least charisma. Wow.
I
I
know.
thought y'all were laughing at my 19 and
No, I was laughing that I had
We
a
have a
lower
nine.
charisma.
I know Beckham's wasn't very low. It wasn't very high either.
I thought Beckham's would actually be pretty decent.
Yeah, you would think. Let me check right now. I'm actually gonna check this.
The Huragok probably has the highest charisma, let's be honest.
Oh yeah, no,
The,
Kuragok literally has 80 charisma.
Kuragak
Does it?
fucking hell.
Yes.
Oh, give me a second.
This Kuragok is an MP,
Oh.
is a PC we made a long time ago.
Wow, they would have even less charisma than I would, base.
But also
Oh,
I
it's
do.
a
But
player.
also
I
in
didn't
my
know.
game. But also in my game, I do give the Huragok a plus 40 charisma because they're fucking adorable in my opinion. But it's not like they can talk to anyone, anyways.
I mean, that's what the translators are for.
True. So Veckham's charisma is actually 34.
A little bit below average.
Knowing how everyone makes their characters in this game, that's still surprisingly high to me.
Actually, that's probably like average. He can talk.
He can talk. I'm trying to look at everyone else's charisma right now because I'm actually interested in what the hell you guys have. Buggo's charisma
Was
is.
the
Buggo has 4.
What?
Buggo has 4.
Wow.
I'm trying to
Oh
look
my
at
god, they
everyone.
start with 10.
Gallia.
Nignog? I don't remember how much Nignog had. I'm legit interested in like knowing what this is. Oh, Nignog has 26.
All hail the charismatic.
There you are, buddy. Let assume.
So, Vecum is the most charismatic in the party.
To an extent.
Was his like 20 something?
Vecum was 36. Nignog's and some
Oh, wow.
are 26.
I just hope you guys know, but hunters are more charismatic than you people.
Who doesn't look
Oof.
like Wormy Boy? Actually, let me check my hunter stats.
Coming from you,
Oh,
12
boy.
charisma.
Buggo
It'd be
has
funny
4.
if someone make a.
So, the
Buggo
average,
has 4.
the average thing for hunters is actually 30.
Yeah.
So they are more charismatic than you.
Oh, I put mine up. Oh wait, yeah, Otero actually has 47. He knows his
It'd be
ways,
funny
his
if someone
words,
made
and that
a
increases with his.
charisma-based.
You know what the
I
funny
guess
part is?
I-
That all increases with his skills too.
You know, the most interesting part with it is that it actually kind of makes sense because
Because they're poems. They're poets.
they're poets, yeah.
The unsung heroes of the Covenant. They're all poets.
A billion of them
Philosopher.
That's what they are.
Exactly.
inside their bodies, so they have tons of brain power to deal with it.
They are the brain. Okay. Well, let's be honest.
Probably
Mine
that or
could have
more.
been.
Gravemind has
To the
his charisma
Gravemind has
stats.
the
Let's go check what the
of the car salesman. You could sell us anything.
I was trying to check if the flood actually had any charisma or anything like that. No, they just
No,
It's nothing. I'm sorry.
Actually, I don't think the Gravemind would have a ton of charisma.
He's literally.
What I think
he's
he would
literally
have
composed
would be-
knowledge.
What I think it would be just intelligence, because you can use intelligence in place of charisma in certain things. Actually, in a lot of things.
He probably would have the highest intelligence. Let's be honest. He's literally the composed minds. Okay, so after figuring out that apparently you guys are uncharismatic as hell, who's going through that door?
Nope.
No, I'm not going first.
So the grunt is still, you know, putting up a reason of like, why me, why? Since Carson isn't here, and I probably know that's how he would respond. Cardicius, then we came to you, and you were having a discussion with Sauron on why we should send the grunt in. Eventually, the Huragok just says "fuck it" and he opens the door.
Oh.
He got tired of waiting. It's like, there's nothing in here. And we lost him because his mic crapped out.
Bum.
There he is. So, hey Rusty, how you doing? Okay, he's still
Yes.
lost. So, we'll continue with this. The Huragok opens the door and he says there's nothing in there. Blah-blah. He says he should be fine. Just give him a couple of minutes, if anything. Otherwise, he keeps going and going and going. So you guys see the Huragok on the term. He finds a terminal piece of some sort, a weird device in the wall with like an orb in the middle. He starts tampering with it in a weird way that you cannot figure out at all. Before long, he comes out and he says, I think I know the conundrum.
Go on.
They are cataloging us in some sort of bio. This is a facility meant to research flora and fauna, mainly flora. They simply just cataloged us as so we can be later to see if we were part of the environment and see how we would react in the environment. Although there is a lot of data in the system that recurs only to the experiments they've been running in the habitat trees. And some of the data is, well, appears to be based around some sort of bioweapon and testing of a bioweapon.
Oh, great.
A bioweapon for what?
Not sure. This is a military installation. I cannot access them, and the files are indeed very hard for me to access at this moment. And there's not enough data for me to make any clear conclusions. But this is some sort of study for, as I said, flora and fauna, and as well as some sort of testing ground with said flora and fauna for some sort of weapon.
Do you know from this terminal if there's any relay?
Yes, I can already instantly tell where the next terminal would be for more information.
What about communications relays?
Because of the age of this outpost and the current state of the shield world not being finished, not a lot of those systems are set up. The system is running alone.
Do you know where we could find one from here?
So far, most of the data found only relates to experiments inside this building. I would have to search more terminals to find any more information on other locations. As far as we know, we're still stuck in the snow, he replies. But at least we won't starve or die of cold.
Perhaps.
As far as we know, the bioorganic weapon they've been testing has not really been successful, but it's still quite lethal in the correct hand, if used properly, or what they were trying to do with it.
When was the last test for it?
Recently. 3 hours ago.
I see, so...
Sorry.
And he looks at Cordicius, and I believe Cordicius may have been the one who encountered it.
So what you're telling me is... that... would I know what it's called? A monitor?
You would call it an oracle.
That oracle could have been here in the past few hours, then.
No, it appears that not even she would have very much connection. If she were to come here, her last log being, he gives you like this erroneous amount of years ago, was when she last visited this area. So far, this area has been running by itself on its own basis with basic programming, simply collecting data.
Right. What's that log saying?
Is my mic working for you guys?
There you are.
Yeah, no, my internet's just being really crappy. I did hear, I think you were saying the Sentinel was turning to me and saying or not Sentinel, said something.
Yes, now you're in the room listening to the Huragok floats on top is currently explaining to you what the heck he found. So yeah, this is some sort of like I said, this place is meant for testing flora and fauna. It cataloged your guys' signatures and DNA for like as part of the environment, thinking that you guys are just part of the environment as normal animals and beings. This place is mainly meant for studying, plants and stuff, but is also using it as some sort of weapons testing facility for some kind of experiment. which was tested 3 hours ago, but the test was initiated by normal means. It was initiated by outside forces.
So, what does that log from the Oracle say then?
He gives you like the short abbreviated version that you guys can clearly understand, which is essentially she visited the area and she set the place to do it to be automated by itself. She wanted to see the results of the plant and how it was coming along, just in case anyone were to return.
And are there any more logs before then?
Before then, it was just more so like an introduction to the monitor, and also an incredibly amount of time before, where the monitor was essentially just first brought to the station and just came here to look at what the hell is going on here.
So it's not even from here.
The plant, possibly. The monitor, we are still on the Shield world.
Well, I'm meaning the Oracle. If it needs to do some sort of introduction, then
If she was probably probably when she was first activated or put on her protocols here, but yes. In the manner of speaking.
so it doesn't know everything about this place then. Or at least it might not.
He kind of looks at the logs. There may not be a communication set up here, but I can presume there is probably another facility out there where a sentinel.
Alright, I'm back.
Where a sentinel must
And,
be.
Mess with the dogs.
Yes, I can assume that much.
Yeah.
So from where we left off, I was explaining what was happening. So the Hurrah continues on. He can assume, from how the facility is being operated and from how the logs were set up, he assumes that probably an aggressor sentinel of some sort, or some sort of sentinel sent out to another facility in the ice every X amount of time when it passes, as there are logs stating that a sentinel has arrived and left with X amount of data.
Okay. Does it say where it went?
For that, I would have to find where. In some other terminal, or we can wait out whenever that sentinel returns. Which I highly.
What's the time scale?
Usually a few centuries.
I don't have that long.
No one does.
I do. Atero does usually.
Well, if we were to... Do you know which direction it went in, or no?
Not at all. It just states that it arrived and it left. The terminal's data is simply more so a catalog of basic events. It does not go into any specifics. I am more so hypothesizing more from what I can tell and putting together into good mathematical theories.
Could you perhaps see if there's somewhere in this facility that we could get this information?
He looks over the terminal. Already done it. The lab below us. I was able to find another terminal down there, as well as beyond the rooms that you guys have not yet to explore on the other floors. Possibly in the other pillar as well.
Right. Well, while you go there, and I'm going to come with you afterwards, I'm going to get a lay of the land, given that this is a very high point that we can get on.
So you're going to go outside, I'm guessing, from that little
Yeah,
ramp.
go outside and on top.
So when you go up there, it's still blanketed as snowy as fuck. It's still a barren wasteland as far as you can tell. But you can definitely... But you are... Yes, make me a perception check then.
Any modifier?
-20.
Ouch.
And this is with, and you've already polarized it, so.
This would be with -10 then, because my sight shit.
Yeah.
I probably don't see anything.
No, you don't. You just see vast snow, and you just focus too much on the bare minimum of slants and nothing else. It's just a barren, cold wasteland out there. Nothing really noticeable for miles besides the sloping intersects of the mountain and the horizon itself, which is now dimming, as nightfall is apparently coming.
Maybe that would be a good thing. Maybe I could see more lights. These facilities do have a lot of glow to them sometimes.
True. Even then, Curtis only saw the glint of the metal shining in the sun.
Well, that's because he saw it during the day.
And even during the night, he was not able to find it.
Oh.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's getting dark. It's about 5 in the afternoon, I guess you can say, from telling from the position of the sun. Cordicius, what are you doing right now? My boy. Jimbo 2255. What the hell am I reading? Okay. Anyways, yeah, Cordicius, can you hear us still?
Odysseus.
I don't think he can hear us.
Rusty.
Yeah, nope, he's gone. Alright.
Yes, I can hear you. I believe I was sent to see the base during the day because there was an intense snowstorm.
Really?
Could you all hear that, or?
Yeah, what are you gonna do now?
Yeah, I was gonna see if snow, or is it just like absolutely pitch?
It's the afternoon.
Not pitch black, like completely unseeable with the snow.
No, it's
Day, you know.
no, it's still okay. It's still the same. It's just snowy. Still snowing of the afternoon. Still the same outside as when you guys last went in there.
All right. Well, seeing as that there doesn't appear to be any change of, Crodicius is going to suggest that we either look for something else around this facility or possibly hunt down that thing, because he doesn't like the thought of it wreaking havoc everywhere and possibly attacking the Buggo and the rest of the injured party.
What thing?
The thing he described.
Large tentacle that how do I put this? The large organic tentacled creature that appeared to be made out of the fungus plant that you currently possess.
So, this is a logs terminal, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Does it say anything about breaching containment?
Containment was not breached. It says 3 hours ago the weapon itself, or the being itself, was tested, and it was initiated by accident by outside force.
So I think so long as we stay away from that little...
It says it was provoked, the log, as it continues on. Before long, he kind of starts looking over at you, Crodicius, the Haragok, as he says that.
He kind of turns and looks to his right and left, is like, what do you expect me to do? Would it attack Vecum?
No, he kind of says, You said Vecum was in there, correct? Actually, no. Yeah, no, he remembers it. You guys all... that was your plan when you guys were PCs, what am I saying? So he kind of says, I believe Vecum provoked it, and now that it's been provoked, he looks over the logs, it's now currently in testing phase, meaning it's going to be actively searching for people until it calms down. Especially since you heard it.
Odysseus snaps his fingers. It's like I knew that thing was the bioweapon.
The log,
Destroyed the better.
the log states there's one main active one, a second one in production, and there's probably a few more little gizmos here that could be harmful, but otherwise harmless.
So, do you think we could get to the other tower and check out what could be in it?
Ah, well,
Or
absolutely. Just as long as we merely be careful, we should be fine.
Talking to me or the engineer?
are the towers?
Not really that far.
Like, how far?
Not within jumping distance, that's for sure.
Try me? How far?
50 meters.
Hmm. Are there any balconies?
No. So once you get to the top, it just has like a small, like little, I guess you could say curb, and then it just, boom, straight drop.
Damn. Yeah, I'm not going to jump over there.
If Buggo weren't injured, he possibly could have scouted it out for us.
I could go over there.
No, you're staying with us.
Alright. Well, that's all. I have nothing more than you simply who have to escort me there.
Fine by me.
So, I'll say with that we'll end the session, because I do need to get up early.
Alright.
I forgot, we're on the leftmost tower or the rightmost one?
Leftmost.
Okay, so next session we explore the right then.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you.
Alright, I'm gonna...
Cut out a bit, the internet was acting up for some reason.
Yeah. I'm gonna devirtualize you guys, and I'm in the